Well, greetings everyone. Kevin D. Robinson here once again, coming to you from the Underground Funk Lab, where anything can happen, usually does, and probably will. I'm here today with the amazing Mr. Jason Lockhart, and Jason comes to us from the professional world of architecture and urban planning. Married man, got into this industry because of a why that was a little thing, okay, but a great big why, and I'll let him explain that. Jason, introduce yourself to the people viewing us at this time.
How's everybody doing today? I actually hail from LA, but I live now within Baton Rouge, Louisiana, because that's where my firm is. We're actually in Baton Rouge and also in the Big D, Dallas, Texas. And I got involved with the Empower Network because of, as you said, that little person, that's my daughter Serenity. When she was born about 6 months ago, I said, okay, I have a business, but at the same time, I don't have any time freedom. So I said, I'm gonna need to do something just a little bit different. So I actually talked to a client I had at the time that was had a lot of time on his hands. And I asked him, what do you do for a living? And he said, I'm in network marketing. And I said, okay. So I had done my research on that, and I actually came across the Empower Network, and I said, okay, this is going to help me achieve my time freedom, and it has. So that's why I'm here. That is my why.
That, my friend, is a great big why, and they say that you need a great big why that'll make you cry. If it's not big enough to make you cry, you need a bigger why. And I would venture to imagine that why, that's a little thing there that you're talking about, your daughter, right?
Yes.
I can imagine that can easily bring a tear to your eye when you think about some of the things that you want to do to bless her in her life. How old is she now?
6 months, and it's actually interesting because before I hopped on this call, my wife called me into the room because she started to learn how to crawl today. So, so I have a little video of her actually learning how to crawl, and that is just one step ahead of her learning how to walk. And then when she learns how to walk, it's all over.
Man, I tell you what, now you can see some of my gray hairs. I've been there, done that, and I can imagine how that makes you feel to watch that happen for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I can still remember the first time I saw my oldest child, my daughter, walk for the first time. So I know where you're going, bro. Well, let me ask you this. One of my favorite online and offline mentors has been Jim Rohn over the years. And amazing question that he says we should always ask ourselves. Number one is, who am I around? Number two, what are they doing to me? And number three, is that okay? So I've seen you online and running around with some people that I happen to know online. Yeah. And I believe that you and I will be able to meet face-to-face for the first time in January in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event, and we'll speak more about that in a moment. But tell me, Jason, some of the people that you're hanging around with these days, you can drop names if you want.
Okay. Some people I'm hanging around are in the create lifestyle freedom, and you're going to interview a few of them actually, but they are great people, and they are from all over the world. You have people there from Canada, from Europe, Asia, so they're from all over the world. They're all genuine people that want to help, and so I'm around them because we all have the same vision to help people achieve their dreams, and at the same time make money, which is, it sounds simple, but at the end of the day, we all have that vision, is to help people, and I'm around all of them because they all do that, and they're all genuine. They all want to help you. And you had touched on just at the beginning that I am a small business owner, and it just, when I actually joined this, it amazed me by how much everybody is willing to help you. Because I've had competitors that the last thing they want to do is help you achieve, because they always feel that if I'm helping you, it's actually taking money from me. Where it's the opposite here. It's like, if I help you grow, it's going to only help me grow, because that actually answers you other questions. What am I actually learning from them? It's all about mindset. If you have the right mindset, you're going to achieve more. And then that's what you had talked about Jim Rome, and that's what he actually teaches, mindset. And then that's actually powerful.
Well, I hear people all the time mention that, and um, there's a group within the Empower Network organization that I'm familiar with. They call themselves the Dream Team, and that was founded by a dear friend of mine who I met online years ago, Tracy Walker. And one of the things that one of the leaders say when he opens up calls is, you are not going to hear a lot of how-tos on these calls, because these calls are primarily about making sure you have the right mindset to be a part of this business, this industry, this family, this movement. And I just heard you say the same thing. If you could elaborate a little bit more, why is it that that is so much more important than somebody coming on here for an interview or a hangout and telling me how to do thus and so, step 1, step 2, and step 3?
Well, if you look at the Empower Network, actually you have the how-to in the product. So you don't have to have hangouts after hangouts, and you don't have to have all the calls and the coaching, because you already have that in the product. So if you buy all of the products, you will have everything you need to know in terms of the how-to. Why they do everything on your mindset is to have you understand that if you don't have the right mindset, no matter how much you know, it will happen. Because if you have the negative mindset, when everything gets hard, because as a small business owner, I know there are going to be times where it's going to get hard, it's going to get challenging, but your mindset will help you get through that. And you have to have a positive one that'll help you get through all of those hard times. And you have to surround yourself with positive people, because if you surround yourself with naysayers, they're going to help to also bring you down. So mindset is vitally important. If you look at all of the successful entrepreneurs out there, they always say mindset will help you achieve more. Whether that's Will Smith, whether that's you had talked about Jim Rohn, you could look at what's his name, Tony Robbins. You can look at all the successful entrepreneurs out there, and they will all tell you mindset is the first thing you have to be successful and to have a sustainable business mindset. Because what I've also found is that when you start a home-based, business, most of the people that start, they don't have the mindset of a business. They just say, okay, this is just, I'm gonna do this to earn a little extra money. But if you have that mindset where I'm gonna only try, you're not going to get very far, because if you're not going to be consistent enough to actually do the things you need to do every day to have a successful business. And even a home-based business, at the end of the day, is a business, and you need to have a mindset of an entrepreneur to be successful. And it all starts with the mind.
So then that brings up this question. Let's say I have been an employee working for someone else for X number of years, and now I discover this online venture that basically starts out selling the dream of freedom, financial independence, just whatever I choose to do with the rest of my life, I can do that if I partner up with such and such a movement in this industry. Right. But all these years, I've been working for somebody, and I'm used to somebody telling me what to do after I punch the clock, how long to do it, when I can take a lunch break, and where I can take a vacation, and when I can vacation based on what they pay me. So now you're saying to me that if I come into this business, once I come into this venture, I need to switch all that around, because I need to do things from the standpoint of a businessman, businesswoman who is building something from, let's say, the ground up.
Exactly. Because what is happening, and I've actually talked about this on a few hangouts and videos I was in. We were trained from a little age, we had talked about the little person that I have. We were trained from a little age to do well in school so you could get to a great college. After you have that, so you want to do well in higher ed so you can get a great job. And then after you have that job, you want to move up that job so you can save for what? Retirement. We all know with what has happened, with the economic debacle, that nothing in life right now is actually guaranteed. There is no such thing as job security. And we are all trained to have a job, but few of us are actually trained on how to be an entrepreneur. So when you join us, 9 times out of 10, you won't have that entrepreneur's mindset. That's why we spend a whole lot of time just on helping to enhance your mind, to help to train you as an entrepreneur, because as I said, within the products, we have the how-to. We have, within, if you buy all of the products, you'll know everything you need to know to actually market your business, to succeed online. But if you don't have the right mindset, it will not work. And as I said, most of us are not trained to be entrepreneurs. We're actually trained to be employees. I actually heard this. There was how did the quote go? There was an actual quote I heard. If you don't do everything you need to do to achieve your dreams, you're going to spend the rest of your life helping somebody else achieve theirs. So you could either be an employee and have the employee mindset, or you could be an entrepreneur, work with us, join us, and live the life of your dreams so you can own your time and own your life.
Now, here's a tough question. It may not be so tough for you being an entrepreneur,
Okay.
but let me pose this to the person looking at partnering up with you in this online venture, and they can start at whatever level. Let's say there are, I know that the Empowered Network has this $25 blog platform. Somebody can begin with that.
Right.
And I've heard about something called the Inner Circle. I've also heard about other products that Empowered Network has that people, if they dive into them, like you just mentioned, can learn many how-tos on how to be let's say, a better person through personal development,
Right.
how to market themselves, which is what people really buy. They buy you. They don't necessarily buy a plan or a program out front. You can just look at any church and see why most people join the church is because they like the pastor. Okay, that's one reason they. Okay, you can compare it like that. So if I come into this business and I do what is called just test the water, so to speak. Is that the entrepreneurial mindset that I need to start out with? Or should I look at it like a big franchise, and when I buy a franchise, I'm buying everything, not just this and that, so that I take all of this in and learn from the masters who have done this and gone before me?
Right. And that heads back to what we talked about. It all starts with the mindset. If you come in where I'm going to only do the $25 blog and I'm going to try, you're probably not going to make a lot of money, because the simple fact is, if you just look at only the $25 blog, you don't get any training with that. Well, you get just a little bit of how-to on how to blog and just a little training. But if you want to really succeed online, you have to go all in. Why is that important? Because I'm a small business owner, and I'm gonna just be honest and upfront. It costs me a lot of money to actually start my offline business, my brick and mortar. It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot less to start a business online, to go all in with the Empowered Network, but you're gonna have more hands-on training than I had when I started my offline business. So if you start online and you go all in, you have the right mindset. You're gonna have in the products everything you need to know to succeed online. And if you have the mindset that you're gonna go all in, you're gonna be more committed. Because if you only have the $25 blog, because I actually have a few people on my team that are only at that $25 blog, they aren't committed. They will blog here and there, and then it may be a few days or a week, and they'll be, well, it's only a $25 investment. So if if I actually lose that, no big deal. When you go all in, it's going to be a commitment. You're going to say, I put money up because I believe in myself that I can make this happen. And the only way I can do that is I have to be consistent. I have to actually dedicate the time to train myself and my mind to do this business. And you're not going to be committed if you're only at the $25 level. So you have to be committed. You have to go all in so you can learn all of the training that you need to know so you can succeed in this business. That's the only way it will happen. Because if you only try, you're not going to succeed. You have to go all in. You're going to be uncomfortable at times. But to succeed in business, you have to get out of your comfort zone and you have to broaden your horizons. So if you go all in, you have all of the support you need through all of the team you have here and the online training that is already in the product to succeed online. So go all in, don't try, do. That's what I say.
There was a line from a Star Wars movie that Yoda spoke, and it was to Luke Skywalker in the swamp when he was trying to raise the starship out of the muck and mire. He said, "I will try," and he said, "Do or do not. There is no try."
Exactly. Because if you only try, you will not get any results. I've not heard of a success story at the $25 blog level. I'm just being honest. I haven't heard of any success story. Now I've heard of a person that has made money at the $25 level, but let me tell you what he had to do. He went and he advertised on Facebook, and I think he signed up about 400 people at the $25 level. That took him 8 months. 8 months. And not only 8 months, because that is fast, but at the same time, he was on Facebook 8 to 10 hours a day. So how many people do you know have 8 to 10 hours of time every day to spend on Facebook just to get $25 blog levels? He's an anomaly. He's not the norm. So, and he was not trying. He was actually doing because that's all he had at the time. But after that, he was able to move up and get the higher products. And he found out. He said afterwards, if I knew everything that I know now that was in the products, I would have got to where I am now faster, because everything I've had to learn the hard way was actually in the products. All I had to do was get to the higher level, learn the products, and I would be where I'm at now in half the time. So that's what I'll say. You don't try, do.
I've heard it said that in Empower Network, the training is the products, and the products are the training. Now,
that's a good point.
Yeah, that might be something you have to come in first before you can wrap your brain around what that actually means.
Exactly.
But that, to me, having been in for a moment, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. Now, let me ask you a question that we can close out with. I'll let you out of here with this, Jason. I've heard a lot about the 100% commission structure within this family,
right.
And I know now that around the internet, there's other companies copying this business model.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a culture here, I believe, that people have ingrained themselves with that cannot be copied no matter where you are or what you try to build up. You might start something that might have some success, but I hear about a culture here that nobody's been able to duplicate. Now, let me ask you this. Without being specific, and let me give the income disclaimer before I put this question out there to you. Visit empowernetwork.com/income.php, and you can go over the income disclaimer that Empower Network is proud to display. Once again, empowernetwork.com/income.php. Now, with that being said, with these 100% commissions, if I knew the details of the financial plan that's been put in place that you are using right now for this particular venture, would that cause me to go all around the world and tell everybody about it?
Yes. I mean, because what we have here, we have the opportunity to make 100% commissions on every product sale. That also ties back into what we had talked about earlier about if you're going to only be at the $25 level, because there are higher products that you can get. But if you have somebody join you that leapfrogs you, that gets one of the higher products, and you only have the $25 level, that's not going to go to you. That's going to actually go to your sponsor. Now, I don't know about you, but I know I did not join this business to actually pass up sales to my sponsor. I joined this because I want to build a business where I can help others make money, but at the same time have my own time back, so I can help everybody achieve more. And it's all about helping others, and that is the bottom line. Because when you help others, it's gonna pay forward, where it'll all come back to you. It'll all come back to you, because it's all about helping people, and that's why I love this community. Because you're gonna meet different people from different, cultures, ethnic groups, backgrounds from all around the world, and we all have the same vision: is to achieve more by helping others. That is powerful. That is powerful, because it's all about the tribe, and we had did a video on that. It's all about the power of tribe, and it is true here, because this is just one big family, and we're all connected with a common goal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Mr. Jason Lockhart, and he came into this business with a why, a great big why that was extremely small. And I'm talking about his daughter. You heard him talk about that. We don't know what your why is, but you need one that will help you stay focused on this venture, so that you don't get swayed by every breeze that comes along and causes you to drift off to somewhere where you diffuse your efforts and wind up being unsatisfied. And as one of our incredible mentor says, tiptoe through life quietly, arrive at your grave safely, and pay the greatest pain, and that is the pain price of regret. Jason, how can people get a hold of you if they want to partner up with you in this venture?
Okay, if they want to get a hold of me, go to Facebook and /themogulmindset.com, or you can also go to my blog website at www.themogul mindset mindset.com.
You've heard from Jason Lockhart, folks. We're going to check out of here right now. We hope to see you on the other side. You can actually click the link below if you're watching this on my behalf or on Jason's behalf. Be blessed, my friends, and have an amazingly successful day.